Start.
Good evening, students. Today we will be dealing with the first topic in 12th standard mathematics, that is starting with relations. Let me explain one by one concepts. Ordered pair, a system of two coordinates. A system of two coordinates. An ordered system of two coordinates is an ordered pair. So order pair AB, normally order pair AB not equal to BA unless and until A equal to B. And secondly, if two coordinates are equal, that is order pair AB is equal to order pair CD, then A equal to C, that is first coordinates are equal and the second coordinates are equal. A equal to C, B equal to D. Now coming to the next, if A and B are two non-empty sets, if A and B are two non-empty sets, then cross product A cross B is nothing but set of all order pairs ABs where A belongs to A and B belongs to B. मतलब A cross B में हमको क्या मिलता है? Order pairs मिलता है, which is a collection of order pairs where first coordinate A belongs to first set A and the second coordinate belongs to second set B. So this is A cross B. In general, for two sets we used to call cross product. Otherwise, in general, Cartesian product of sets A and B. If it is more than two sets, we used to call Cartesian. In particular, there are two sets, the cross product we used to call. Okay? Clear now, students? Let me explain to one example. For example, if A equal to 1, 2, B equal to 4, 5, then A cross B equal to 1, 4, 1, 5, 2, 4, 2, 5. So what you have observed in this A cross B? How many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. For example, if n of A has two elements and n of B has two elements, then n of A cross B कितना elements आ गया? N of A cross B, how many elements we got? 4. That is 2 into 2, 4. In general, if n of A equal to M and n of B equal to N, then n of A cross B equal to Mn. This is same as n of B cross A also. Clear? Very clear, students. Nextly, we will discuss the properties of Cartesian product or cross product. Also, A cross B is not equal to B cross A in general. Agar if at all A cross B equal to B cross A, then compulsorily sets A and B are equal, that is A equal to B. This is first, this is second, next third one. So we are clear with cross product of sets A and B, A cross B. Any subset, if A and B are two non-empty sets, any subset of A cross B, any non-empty subset of A cross B is a relation. Any subset of this cross product A and B is a relation. Let us take R is a subset to A cross B. R is a subset to A cross B. Then R is a relation from A to B. R is a relation from A to B. Is this clear, students? Otherwise, let me give an example. If at all A equal to 1, 2, 3, B equal to 4, 5, where R I am defining, which is a subset of A cross B, as 1, 4, 1, 5, 2, 4, 3, 5. Have you observed or not? Here R is a subset of this cross product. Here, therefore, R is a relation. R is a relation from A to B. Okay. Now we will discuss the other properties and thereafter types of relations. Is this clear to all of you? Is this clear to all of you? Let me explain some more properties of relations. Say A equal to 1, 2, 3. I am defining a relation on A, that is a subset of A cross A. I am defining a relation R on A. Matlab R is subset to A cross A as R equal to say 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. What kind of relation this is? Because every element is related to itself. So this relation is an identity relation. Here this relation is an identity relation defined on A. This is identity relation defined on A, generally denoted by IA. Therefore, here R equal to IA. For 1, 2, 3, we must have this IA as 1, 1, 2, 2 and 3, 3. Clear now? So this is identity relation defined on the given set A. Now let me explain other types and also the basic terminology related to relations. I have given the definition of relation now, and also the one type of relation, identity relation, we have discussed. Now coming to the next, domain of a relation. Domain of a relation. For any relation R, the set of all first coordinates, the set of all A's, where AB belongs to A cross B, or AB belongs to the relation R. Matlab in the relation R, set of all first coordinates A's, set of all first coordinates is called domain of the relation. For example, I am giving you, say A equal to 1, 2, 3. And the relation I have defined as say B equal to 4, 5, and the relation I defined is say R equal to 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 5. So the domain is dom R is set of first coordinates, that is 1, 2, 3. Always domain is subset to the first set A. So it may be equal or a proper subset to the first set A. And next, range of R. Range of R is nothing but set of all second coordinates B's such that order pair AB belongs to R. This is range. For the same example, if you find out the range R in this example is nothing but what are the second coordinates 4 and 5. 4 is repeated, but in set theory we do not repeat the elements, so range of R is 4 and 5. So this is about domain of a relation R and range of relation R. Is it very clear now, all of you? Now coming to the next, how to express a relation or how to represent a relation. To represent a relation, we generally use arrow diagrams or circular diagrams. Suppose R is a relation from A to B, where elements of A are say 1, 2, 3 and elements of B are 4, 5. So representation of relation के लिए we used to denote with this arrow diagrams or circular diagrams. Arrow diagrams or circular diagrams. Let us relate 1 to 4 by using an arrow, forward arrow, 2, 5 and 3, 5. This is the way we can represent the relations, and the basic types of relations are normally we discussed in our earlier classes. 1 to 1, 1 to many, many to 1, number 3 many to 1, and number 4 many to many. Okay, but we will already, as these are very rudimentary, we do not discuss all these types, only some special type of relation we discuss now, rubbing all these things. For a relation, if R is a relation defined on A cross B, that is R is a relation from A to B, and if we denote AB belongs to R, if order pair AB belongs to R, this we denote as in a simplest form A or B. Matlab element A is related to element B with respect to the relation R. So this we denote as A or B. Right? This is a notation to represent a relation. Next. Domain is clear, range is clear, notation is clear. Now identity relation is clear. Next, inverse of a relation. Inverse of a relation. If R is a relation from A to B, then R inverse, matlab R equal to set of all say AB, where AB belongs to set of all ABs, where A belongs to A and B belongs to B. This is the relation R. Then R inverse is nothing but inverted order pairs, that is BA, where B belongs to B and A belongs to A. This is inverse of a relation. Matlab domain of R is indirectly range of R inverse, and the range of R is equal to domain of R inverse, and also we can have certain properties clearly. R inverse whole inverse will give same R only. Next, secondly, dom R equal to range of R inverse. Like this we can have properties. And also one more relation, special type of relation I am dealing, that is composite relation. Composite relation and their properties in related to this. Composite relation. Composite relation. Suppose R is a relation from A to B and S is a relation from B to C. Say AB, order pair AB belongs to R and order pair BC belongs to S. Then we can combine these two relations. S circle R is a relation which maps A to C. When there is a matching between these intermediate elements, we will relate A to C. Matlab order pair AC, order pair AC belongs to S circle R. Order pair AC belongs to S circle R, and S circle R is the composite relations of R and S. And also we will have very important result, R circle S whole inverse is equal to very important relation. This is S inverse, matlab inverse of the second circling with R inverse. S inverse circle R inverse. We can easily derive such results in this. Nextly, different types of relations which we come across. Firstly, what types of relations I am telling. Types of relations. Types of relations. Number one, void or null relation. देखो, phi is a subset to A cross B, where A and B are non-empty sets, and phi empty set is subset to every set. So phi is subset to A cross B, but already we discussed every subset of a cross product is a relation. So phi is also a relation, that is called void relation or null relation or empty relation, you can say. Void or null relation, this is called null relation. Phi is called null relation. Okay, this is the very first type. Nextly, universal relation. Universal relation, we are aware every set is subset to itself. So A cross B is subset to A cross B, full set we have taken. This is also a relation. This relation is called universal relation. So void relation is clear, universal relation is clear. The nextly we will be dealing with already identity relation we have discussed. Nextly, reflexive relation. This I am rubbing these things for better clarity. Reflexive relation. A relation R is said to be reflexive if every element has its own image, मतलब self image होना चाहिए. मतलब for example, if A I am defining as 1, 2, 3, so relation R should be like this: 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. मतलब ये self images होना चाहिए. 1 should be related to 1, 2 should be related to 2, 3 should be related to 3. In addition to this, if you want to relate any other elements, you can say 1, 2, 1, 3, like this I have mapped. This relation is clearly reflexive because the self images for all three elements are there. So reflexive relation can be defined as set of all A is for all A belongs to A. For all A belongs to A. मतलब ईच एंड एवरी एलिमेंट के लिए सेल्फ इमेज होना चाहिए, उसके साथ कुछ एक्स्ट्रा एलिमेंट्स जोड़ना है तो वो आपकी इच्छा. सो दिस रिलेशन इज रिफ्लेक्सिव रिलेशन. सो व्हाट यू अंडरस्टूड बिटवीन व्हाट इज दिस आइडेंटिटी रिलेशन एंड रिफ्लेक्सिव रिलेशन. एवरी आइडेंटिटी रिलेशन रिफ्लेक्सिव होता है क्या? इज एवरी आइडेंटिटी रिलेशन, every identity relation is reflexive? Yes, it is true. Why? Because for example, when you take A equal to 1, 2, 3, for an identity relation you will be getting IA equal to 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. This is also a reflexive relation, and this is the smallest reflexive relation defined on set A containing 3 elements. So hence every identity relation is also reflexive, but converse need not be true. That is, every reflexive relation need not be an identity relation. Is it clear to all of you? Next. Let me derive one formula which is useful in solving problems. For example, if I am having A contains n elements, 1, 2, 3, so on up to n. How many number of reflexive relations can be formed? So let me derive this formula: 1, 2, 3, so on up to n. Similarly, in horizontal rows, 1, 2, 3, so on up to n. So this is the cell 1, 1, and this is the cell 2, 2, and this is the cell 3, 3. मतलब जैसा diagonally, right? So for reflexive relations, these are compulsorily taken. These order pairs, diagonal order pairs should be taken. So in how many ways they can be considered? In exactly one way. So number of ways is for these diagonal order pairs there is one and only one way. बाकी ऑर्डर पेयर्स के लिए बाकी कितना ऑर्डर पेयर्स है? सो टोटल इधर n and this side n, total number of order pairs is n square. n square में ऑलरेडी n ऑर्डर पेयर्स अपने हटा दिया, so n square minus n. So there are n square minus n cells are there. Remaining we will have n square minus n cells are there. For each and every cell you have an option of 2. You have two options whether you may select or non-select. So for each and every cell we have two options. So 2 into I saw how many cells are there? N square minus n. So 2 into so on up to n square minus n times, that is 2 power n square minus n. This is the formula which we use to find number of reflexive relations defined on A containing n elements. This is the formula 2 power n square minus n. All of you clear now, students? Is it very clear? Now coming to the next, reflexive relation is clear. Now symmetric relations. Symmetric relations. A relation R is said to be symmetric if A or B implies and implied by B or A. What do you mean by A or B? That is AB belongs to R. If at all AB belongs to R, immediately its reverse image, matlab inverted order pair should belongs to R only. Then only this relation is symmetric relation. Let me give an example. Let capital T denote set of all triangles. Capital T denote set of all triangles. I am defining a relation. Triangle ABC is related to triangle DEF as triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. So is this relation, we will verify whether this relation is symmetric or not. So if triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, automatically triangle DEF is similar to triangle ABC.